Welcome back to the second episode of our Witch is Dead one-shot. I am your game master, Riley Silverman. Joined with me, of course, are Dan Peck, Michael Nixon, and Joe Caitley. In the first half of our story, a witch was murdered by the head of the homeowner authority, possibly due to the mangy and unmaintained aspects of her yard. As the three familiars, Ding the bat, Whiskers the cat, and Basil the rat, headed into town, they quickly learned that the town was much better manicured than the home they came from, and they learned as they ran into a strange little person with a long white beard and pointy hat that a lot of the members of the town worship the Lord of arranged, well-kept nature, or lawn. As they talked to the member of this fraternal order of lawn gnomes, he told them, as Basil asked questions about people who might possibly hate flowers and grass and things like that, he seemed aghast, as if speaking of heresy to him, as the fraternal order of lawn gnomes had never heard of such a thing. But he did point out to the person who is the most strict in these goals, the human who is the leader of the homeowner authority, and as our animals looked that way, they found the office of the HOA president himself, otherwise known as the fucker. So we begin. You're still in conversation. I did not make this clear last time. The other animals can also understand this gnome, because I did say he was speaking in rat noises, but I meant to be that you all understand him in your respective animal languages. I apologize for that information being dropped. Well, yeah. Is there anything else that I can do for you? Or it's been like 2 weeks and I've been still talking.
It has truly been a pleasure. And Basil sticks out his two little rat paws to like shake the lawn gnome's finger, I guess. That's the appropriate.
Okay, yeah. And he puts his finger out. He's like, all right, is that like a greeting amongst your kind? Is that like a nice thing you do?
Yeah, that's something that we rats do, and in gratitude. So thank you very much. That's what the lady taught me how to do. So thank you.
Okay.
In gratitude?
In gratitude. In gratitude and many rat blessings.
All right. Well, in gratitude to you, may your lawn always be greener on the other side.
And may yours be green as well.
Thank you very much. It's so kind of you to say.
And with that, Basil scampers away from the lawn gnome and rallies in with their fellow familiars on the next step.
We should... Oh, wait. And Whiskers puts down the bag of... we should follow. We should follow the fucker into the building with the human shapes.
So we're not gonna burn.
Oh no, we. Oh, that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I just want to be sure. I just want to be helpful.
We got to get the eyes, though. We can't forget about the eyes.
Well, if we. Shit. If we burn all the stinky plant, then I'm thinking his eyeballs will just out of his head.
The dogs did not like that idea at all.
Not like that at all. I'm so sorry.
You hear tied up behind the fucker's home. There are a few tied up dogs, and they're actually shouting, "Hey! Hey! Hey! You shouldn't be here! Hey! Hey! Hey!" And that goes on and on and on, echoing refrain in the background. But there's a lot. They're currently inside. It almost looks like it was a specifically required size of a crate that they have to be in, and it's very well maintained. And there's like a label on it and like a specific kind of lock on it and everything like that. And they're going, "Hey! Hey! 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 What are you guys doing here? Hey! You shouldn't be here! Hey!" And they also both look like they are extremely well groomed, and it appears that like perhaps like there's some sort of requirement for how well they have to be groomed in order to be out here. So, hey,
hi.
And they're going to continue in the hey. Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm Ding.
Hey, I don't care. Get out of here.
Whoa, that's awfully rude of you.
Well, you're in a space you shouldn't be in. This is I'm sorry. This is regulation territory, and I believe that under subclause C, section F, appendix A, you will find that there is a requisition order you must first fill out in order to be allowed to be within these premises.
All right, you heard the pup. We gotta leave.
Yes, that's right. I like a man who knows his way around a bit of authority. Thank you very much.
During this conversation, is it possible for Basil to have tried to sneak inside while the dog was possibly
Describe
distracted?
me how you're doing it. Yeah. Because his sole focus is on you shouldn't be here and I don't want you here. So what are you doing to distract from his focus and get inside?
I'm gonna, because I can speak human language, but I don't know if he's necessarily looking at me. I don't know if I can necessarily throw my voice, but I was going to like either like say like the word dog that I hear that the humans use for them, or like hey, or a whistle, whatever like is an attentive noise for them so that they look a opposite direction from the doorway that I'm trying to scamper into.
I'm going to say this is dangerous.
Right.
But I'm going to say that it's a sly roll. And I have got I thought of what it's going to be. Yeah.
Now remember, we were offered advantages if you tell a pet story.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I will say this is going to be challenging. So
Okay. So I'll tell one when I had pet rats because we were playing Basil. So I used to have 2 pet rats growing up called Nicodemus, which you can imagine is from Secret of Nim. Yes, I did traumatize myself that way.
She's already got the point, folks.
And the other one was a big, chunky black and white boy who I called Oreo. Yes, original. And Oreo would do this thing that would just kill my mother and I all the time. We would put in a little dish of treat food. So sometimes rice or fruits or veggies. You know, rats can eat a lot of different things. And so when we would do that, Nicodemus was the skinnier one and he would have to run as fast as he could to the dish and like grab whatever the fuck he could and like run back down because Oreo would like lumber up there and sit in the bowl itself and refuse to move until all the food was done.
I
and
love it.
That's just how he lived his life.
It's mine. Everybody else, it's too bad about your luck.
Here he comes, Oreo.
Why didn't you just feed Oreo and then put a little bowl for Nicodemus elsewhere that he could
I
get
don't know
to?
because they were in the same cage together.
okay.
So we just, it's convenience.
I just love the idea of Nicodemus being like, I know what I have to do.
But really, like the anxiety and panic that poor little rat had in his heart when he knew it, like the grapes were coming or something, he would be like, okay, I gotta get out of there and like before the fat ass gets his ass up there, because he would be like zip up, zip down.
That's so funny. And like he knew to get out of the way. Yeah, you get advantage on this roll.
He did. Oh, what the poo!
You get advantage. That's
Yeah.
you told the story, so you get to roll again. That's the whole point of it. Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's a 9.
Yeah.
That's 11.
So for the listener, Joe rolled a 1 on the first roll, but rolled an 11 on the second one. So yes, I will say that you are able to go. So everybody else hears in your like creepy voice, like, "Hey, bad dog," and then
and the dog's like, "Oh, what, me?"
yeah, and then you run. He goes, "What? Now, what have you know, sir, that I am no such thing as a bad dog. I am a very good dog."
And I like as the dog's yelling that, I'm like making like hand signals to Ding and Whiskers, like formation into the house.
Okay, but again, what you just see is some hands going.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Whiskers, completely independent of the instruction or anything that is happening near the dog cage, is just sort of the basic cat kind of traipse into the house.
Cat slink.
Make a slide for me to see how well you're able to get past this without any yeah. I think this is going to be, I'm going to say basic. You said yourself a basic cat slink, so this is good.
Ooh.
So plus my slide, I got a 9.
Yeah, so you are also, I think the dog is so focused on yelling at the voice that said bad dog that he is now not looking at you and you're able to slip on past. So you had no danger from that one. And then Ding, what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to follow the other two, but at first I'm going to fly into a closed window and bounce off of it and then find the doorway.
All right. I do quite appreciate that. That's very funny.
It's like a pincer move, like Whiskers and Basil goes through the front door and like Ding is going through the back.
Oops. Ow.
That's very funny. All right. I'm going to have you do a sly as well. I am going to make this a little bit harder for you because you did give yourself that, you drew attention to where you were. So for you, it's going to be challenging instead of basic.
Oh, nice. I think.
No.
Oh, no,
That's a 5.
Okay, so because I already said this was dangerous, mark another danger for you. Okay. And then because you've now got, so you won't currently get a dangerous effect because you only have a 2 danger right now. But yeah, mark a danger. But so you have not yet gotten in the house. The other 2 have gotten in, and you tried. You hit a window. So I think you did get in, but now the dogs are aware in the house. They are in their crates still, so they can't chase after you. But now they are yelling, "Hey, boss! Hey, boss! 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 Boss!" It's a lot of that, which obviously the HOA fucker is only hearing it in like dog barking, and so you kind of hear this this voice from inside the building. You 2 hear it louder because you're just going in, but you hear this thing going, "Shut up, you mangy runts!" Is that the voice I want this guy to have? I don't know. I guess it seems like yeah.
Why not?
That fucker has a very loud voice.
As you 2 step in, and then as Ding, as you join them, you're used to your witch having a small, pretty humble abode. Like, it's a hut. There's enough room that it's not, too small for a cat. So it is like it's nice and it's cozy. It's very cozy, but there's like enough room for her to have a bed, and there's like a small kitchen. There's definitely a cat tree in there for you. There's a lot of toys you never touch. There is a lot of things that aren't your toys, but you are like, these are my toys. I don't know. Like, yeah, there's a lot of things that she has bought that she likes to shake at you and run around with, and you kind of stare at them oddly. And then you have your actual toys, which are often things she puts on her feet and leaves with, often like things she wraps herself up in that are cozy. She has lots of surfaces for you to lay on that are for you. When you're not around, she will occasionally sit on them to warm them up for you. So when you're coming back to go on them, they're nice and warm for you, which is nice of her to do.
That is, it's nice of her.
Yeah, sometimes it's annoying because you want to be on them and she's on them, so you'll have to do like some headbutting of her to like get her to move and stuff like that. But
it's frustrating. But then I'll just find a piece of fur that she's discarded and put somewhere else, but it's still warm, and I'll just lay on that.
Yeah, it's nice. Basically, whenever she drops anything, you're like, well, it's obviously for me now. So
yeah, I live in that.
Yeah, this is very different than that. This is very clean. It is. There's nothing laying around. There's no toys out for you at all. All the surfaces feel like kind of gross and bland. Like, not gross in the way of like they're like covered in things. They seem uncomfortable. They seem very stiff, and everything is this just bright white. And there's no warmth to it at all. It's just like all this, like, it looks like somebody just chopped down a bunch of trees and then turned them white and stuck them together. And there's like maybe a little bit occasionally of like a really ugly black that's alongside it as well. And even though there are no crops to be found around here, it looks like somebody has the same kind of sliding thing that the crop raising people do. So it's a barn door basically. But that makes no sense to be here. The also weird thing about it is that it looks like there's a second house on top of it. Like, there's normally, the witch just has the one house with the room and the kitchen and stuff like that, and the room where she makes the smells in after she's eaten, those kind of things. And then this one has that stuff. But then, like, there's like a weird contraption that moves. Like, there's like a thing that goes like a small building with another building over it, and it goes up, and there's another one, and then another one, just like about your size. And you're actually like, gosh, if I had one of these, I could lay on each of these and just chill out there as long as I wanted to. And sometimes maybe the lady would trip over me and fall, and it would be very funny. But it goes upwards, and there seems to be a whole second house right on top of it.
Wow. It's so much larger in its interior.
You're going to jail, Dan. Double jail. The magic shackles are back.
Oh, when Riley was describing earlier, my brain went, oh, so it's bigger on the inside?
It's actually not. It's the same size on the inside as the outer dimensions would imply, yes.
It's
It's by way of saying it's a 2-story house, but in quite a few more words. Yeah.
It's linear on the inside as it is to the outside. This house is tall.
Yeah, and there's not bric-a-brac all over. Whiskers, go knock some things over. I'm gonna do the same. Make this house a home.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for any vases or plants or glasses of water or bowls. Really, sort of anything that looks like it's like sat in a precarious position that I want to just test how fragile it is.
Sure.
And I'm gonna help.
Okay.
And while they're doing that, I don't know if this is going to work, but if Whiskers is willing to, or if Whiskers has put down the stinky plant bag, I'm going to start taking little chunks of it and putting them in different parts of the house as much as I can so that Whiskers can start growing these plants.
Okay. I will, let me
Yeah.
accomplish their task first,
Yep.
and then I'll come back to you.
Yep.
So the first thing you notice is there is this strange brick structure. Now, at the witch's house, she has this cool thing outside that she'll put parts of trees into, and then occasionally she'll, with the help of Ding, light the trees on fire and things get nice and warm and cozy. And once in a while, she'll take you out to that and she'll put you in like a little safe little thing and you get to sit by the warm and you really like it. You do think, God, it sure would be nice to have that warm in the house sometimes. And she does have a little like wood burning stove in the house as well. But this is like it's like a pit that's designed for fire. In this house, you see a strange brick structure that's been painted the same ugly white and has a black trim around it. But inside of it, there are pieces of trees that are stacked up, but they've never been lit. And you're like, well, why would they have this thing in here if they're never going to use it to make things hot? So you go to it, but you notice above it, there's like another like railing above it. It's like, it looks like one of your cat trees, but without the carpet on it. It's just like a really solid like piece of like just a hard rock or wood or something with like a strange paint over it. And sitting on that, there are a few objects, one of which is, you've occasionally seen when people have come by to visit the lady, they might have these adornments on their body that are made of some sort of like metal. They're like shiny. She doesn't seem to herself care about any of that kind of stuff unless she's using it in one of her rituals. She tends to stick to more like rope-based things and yarn and decorative, colorful things. But some people seem to really like having these cool, bright, shiny things on them. And sometimes they're hanging from their ears and you always want to bat at them, but you're not allowed to, which is weird and oppressive and fascist. So you notice that there's this thing that looks almost like a cup. Like the cups are the things the lady drinks out of sometimes. Right. And you see this thing and it has some of those words written on the front of it. And it looks like it's being proudly positioned on top of this thing. Like someone really likes it. And you actually notice a few of them in a row. And you notice that the words are mostly the same on each one of them. But there's like one word that's about like 4 of the word pieces. And the last one just gets like a different one in a row.
I gotta test how durable those are. So your Whiskers will drop the bag of stinky plant with Basil, and then scamper across the room and do a big leap onto the mantle.
Okay, how are you like determining how far you need to jump, and like what is your process for that?
I'm taking the standard amount of time, 10 to 15 minutes. Just sort of gauging the distance,
Yes.
Yeah.
kind of wiggling her little cat butt, just kind of looking at it.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for butt math.
And then sort of almost jump, and then like half jump and stop, and then a little bit back, and then a first jump, and then kind of bonk straight into the wall, and like just sort of slide
That's
down.
my move.
Yeah.
And then I learned it from you, Dave.
Right?
I learned it from you. And then a proper second jump.
All right, I think I'm gonna let you just have this one. I think you took the time to prepare for it, and you weren't under any duress. And this is a thing you do quite frequently, so you get that, especially because you gave yourself the first failure. So you make it success. You jump up on it, and Ding, you said you were going to help. So what are you trying to do?
I'm just going to fly around the room and kind of hit as many things as I can because this floor is too clean. Like there should be things all over the floor.
You do see a lot of strange things on the walls that are like squares and rectangles. And again, you don't see a lot of these at the hut, mostly because the walls probably wouldn't structurally be able to hold them. It's pretty run down and ramshackle. Whereas this, like, it looks like this person has chosen to actually do damage to his wall by hammering things into them and then hanging a thing from it to cover up the damage he just made. And so you are flying into a few of those, I think, and knocking them. And they kind of swing a little bit when you do that. It feels like they're all hanging from like one specific point.
And one of them that I pass by, I see another bat and I go, "Hi, I'm Ding. Wait, your name is Ding too?" too? Wait, my name is Ding. How can your name be Ding? Wait a minute, I'm Ding. Oh, wait, you're also Ding? Well, okay. And
Yeah, that's going on for a little while. And go back to Whiskers. So you have come up to the first one of these strange cup things, and you are going to try to knock it off the shelf. I think this feels like a fierce roll for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got a 7.
With a 7, that's pretty basic for a cat to do. I think it's not super duper heavy. So sure enough, you just kind of bink, and this thing falls, and it looks like it's actually not made to be as sturdy as it looks like it is. And so it hits the ground, and you definitely hear this loud kunk as it snaps into two. And so like the bottom part of it that holds it up has now been separated from the cup part of it.
Oh, no. Now, uh-oh. I got to make the other ones match. Okay.
The next one is a little bit bigger than that one and is slightly heavier. So I'm going to roll for me fierce again. I'm up difficulty by 1. It's going to be an 8 instead of a 7.
Oh, no.
Only a 3 this time.
Okay, I think this 3, you bonk this one and it like wobbles a little bit, but then it just stays right back up again, almost in defiance of you. It feels like it is a peasant that now needs to be taught a lesson. Bing, you...
no, Ding.
Ding.
Wait, Bing's the one in the mirror?
Yeah. Ding, give me, actually, what I want you to do is make a clever to see if you're able to break away from the mirror or if you're stuck talking to the mirror for a little while longer.
This is why you don't take shrooms and look in the mirror.
6 in total.
Okay, I think it's 6. That's a simple enough. I think after a while you go, wait a minute, this is me. I'm a Ding.
Boring conversation anyway. And,
I'll say, yeah. You come to the realization that this creature in the wall thing is some sort of spell that makes you think there's something there, but it's not really there. I love your perfect. And finally, come back around to Basil. So you are arranging. Explain to me how you're doing it.
So
Because it's in a tied up bag right now.
Yeah, the human idea is that like we encompass this, we're essentially like hotboxing the house so that we hotbox this guy. Hopefully enough that he just, woo.
That's not how...
Yeah, it's not how it works, but we're talking about magical weed. Yeah, and we're growing mass. I'm just thinking that he opens up the bag, even if that's just ripping it using his teeth.
That's what I was saying. What does an animal open his bag look like?
Yeah, ripping it
You're
open.
You're giving me the pie in the sky version of it. I need to know what Basil is actually physically doing.
Basil is ripping open the pouch with his teeth, which I'm hoping is his teeth is strong enough versus.
Go ahead, make a fierce for me. It's
Sure.
going to be a level. It's going to be a 6.
Oh, it's poo because I've got
dangerous.
a 0 in fierce.
But it's a 6. So
2. So
I think you try to chew through this, and I think that this bag is a little bit tougher than a rat's teeth.
We haven't decided if it's like tied closed though, right? It's just like kind of like a drawstring bag.
I think I was imagining a drawstring bag.
Okay. Then if he can, Basil's going to try to, because if you put enough pressure at the front, usually those drawstring bags kind of open.
Okay.
So he's going to attempt to like wiggle his because rats are kind of pointy, so kind of like a wedge. Wedge himself in so that it opens the bag.
Sly, because you're trying to do something a little more outside the box or inside the bag, as it were.
Inside the bag. Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. With an 8, yeah, I think that this thing of like, you basically are basically asking for. Like,
I'm a snow plow. And the bag is the snow.
I was gonna say you were really nosing at this bag's butthole, and you're able to get that. That's what it looks like.
Yes,
and you're
it does.
You're like, yeah.
Just
So
whoop, whoop,
yeah.
whoop.
So I was trying to think of the word cloaca is what I was trying to think of, and I couldn't pull that word, and so I was like, you're sniffing this this bag's butthole.
As Basil through the bag of the butt. The idea is that. They grab a little nugget at a time and starts placing them at as many places as they can, probably around the smell of the fucker.
Okay.
In kind of like a radius.
I'm going to say this is happening because you were doing it at the same time they were doing their things.
Yeah.
So around this time, you hear the first clutter as like once you got the bag open.
Right.
Because I would say It probably took you as long to get the bag open as it took Whiskers to figure out how to jump up onto the mantle.
Yes.
That's also how long it took for Ding to figure out that the thing in the mirror wasn't another bat.
Yep.
So that now it's all coming together at the time. So Ding,
Yes.
you go, well, boring conversation anyway. How are you? And then... And then you yell out, "We're gonna have company!" No, so you're boring conversation anyway. At this time, you also hear a clang as the first trophy hits the ground and breaks. And at the same exact time, now you have a nugget of stinky plant, and it's in your mouth, and you can carry it around.
I would say then I try to track as closely to the fucker as I can without obviously being seen and deposit a nugget by the closest doorway.
So you don't know quite where the fucker is right now.
Right.
You've broken into his home, but you have no idea where in the home he currently is. However, you do hear as that thing hits the ground, and suddenly you hear a voice from upstairs. It's not quite as angry and gruff as when it was yelling at the dogs. So you just hear "Now what's going on with that?" And then you hear footsteps as someone starts to move down this strange upward contraption thing and moving ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
As I hear them clear like the last step, I'm going to kind of switch places with them, like go up the stairs, because I'm assuming in my rat logic that they will go back up after they went down to check what it was.
Okay, well, first of all, I need you to make a quick thing, and this is going to be a dangerous roll because you're trying to run up the stairs while somebody else is coming down the stairs. And you did not say anything about trying to be stealthy with it. So
I did not. That's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay, so mark a point of danger. Now, what I'm going to have you do is, this is kind of an interesting mechanic. It's not quite well figured out.
Sure.
I want you to roll against your danger now. You have to beat a 2.
Okay, I have to beat a 2.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Okay, so you were able to avoid danger, but I will say that, how does this work then? Because you failed.
I dropped the nug.
Okay.
I make it up, but I dropped the nug.
Yeah, I'll say you were not able to make it. Your goal was to make it up.
Right.
I will say that you failed to make it up.
Okay.
But you were able to drop the nug, so the nug is on the stairs.
Okay.
But the thing is, because you didn't go under your danger, how I'm going to interpret this rule is that you were not seen, but you also were not able to, you started to run up, you were going to go past him, and then you realized, he's going to see me, and you, jumped off the stairs.
Yeah.
You have now landed, I will say, there is a fake potted plant that is next to the stairs, and I'm going to say that you jumped, and you have now landed behind that fake potted plant.
Okay.
So you've not been spotted yet, but you also failed in your objective.
Right.
That makes the most sense for me for how this works.
That works for me, too.
Yeah. Because the idea is the more and more dangerous things to do, the harder it's going to be. Eventually, you will get captured.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right. So you have seen this. This is what's happened here is that Basil has tried to run up the stairs and has failed. You are now on the mantle, and you see this guy come down the stairs, and I think you're caught because you're on the mantle knocking his things over, and he looks at you and he goes, "Well, I figured you would be here eventually." Because my twist for you is the witch hunter is waiting for you.
No!
And he goes, "I knew that woman's animals were never going to be able to..."
I cast Make Flame.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you attacking him with the flame?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the tiniest little dragon you've ever seen.
Okay. I love it.
Your huge heart feels panic for your friends.
I love this. He's getting ready to give a big speech about how he outsmarted you and he knew you were coming and he was ready for you. And then right when that happens, this flame hits him right in the... So Dan, I want you to make a fierce roll for me, but it's going to be relatively simple. I'm going to say it's basic because you are using a spell and because it is dangerous because you're using magic and it is dangerous. So if you roll below your 2, that means you're in danger.
Oh God, don't be in danger, girl.
I got to think of a good Leia story because I want to get my I want my
you want your advantage
on this.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm going to tell a different story.
Okay.
So we had a bird named Chuckles. I may have told this story before.
You already got the point.
But
you get the point anyway. I just want to hear the story. I'm not gonna be the arbiter if your animal is cute or not.
But Chuckles' name was derived from a jingle for a pet shop that used to play on the radio all the time for this place called Bird Jungle. And my sister and it's a very catchy tune. It was Bird Jungle, birds as pets are wonderful. And my sister thought it said Bird Chuckles. So when we got a bird, we named him Chuckles.
That's very cute. It's more of a cute sister story than a pet story, but I'm going to let you have it.
We got the bird on my half birthday, so it's mine.
It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
I'm just messing with Dan.
Okay, so fierce.
A half animal here and a half animal here makes a full animal.
That's where centaurs come from.
And something else that we're not going to talk about on the mic.
Okay, first one was an 8, and the second one was also an 8. So a 9 in total.
So yeah, sure enough, you blast this guy with fire, and he goes, "Now what in tarnations?" And that's what he's doing right now. So Basil, you are behind a potted plant. Whiskers, you are caught dead to rights, but as he's staring at you, suddenly a fireball hits him in the face, and he goes knocking down, and now he has this pretty bad burn on his face, and he's like, "Now why would you do that?"
I thought he was prepared for us. He should know.
How far away from the potted, so I'm behind the potted plant, and how far away is that from where Whiskers has knocked down the trophy?
I would say probably about 15, 20 feet.
Damn. Okay, because my original idea was I'll move the trophy so that he trips over it while he's like, "Oh, fire!" But I'm too far.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. Whiskers is going to jump down and trip him with her entire body.
Oh, I love this.
Yes, Whiskers.
That is going to be a fierce, I think.
Yeah. Eddie does this to me once a day, where she's like, "I'm going to help you walk." And I'm like, no,
I love it.
Oh yeah.
So that's a 9.
Yeah, it's. I was gonna make that a basic because it's a thing that Cat does every day. So yeah, also he's kind of stumbling because he got hit in the face by fire, and he is gonna stumble forward over you and fall to the ground, and then he is going to grab a whistle from around his neck, and he's going to blow on it, and it is a piercing noise that you guys do not care for. And then suddenly you start hearing those 2 dogs outside go, "All right, it is our time to shine." And these 2 dogs come charging in formation. And one of them, I'll say they're both beagles, we'll say. It makes sense to me. They're beagles with very well-kempt fur. They're very, very well-groomed. And they come in, they go, "Looks like we got ourselves an infestation problem."
I cast fire again.
I'm going to let you do it.
But really, I actually love that. Please.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's very funny.
A 9.
Yeah.
It's a fierce roll,
I'm giving Dan the joy of interrupting the GM with the thing that derails what they're doing. I think that if anyone at the table deserves that, it's Dan.
Thank you.
So, Dan, you cast fire. Describe what you're doing and how it looks.
So when the whistle went off, it activated Ding's own echolocation ability.
Okay, yeah.
So he knew that the dogs were coming. Everything was really well mapped out at that point. So before the dogs could even cross the threshold, Ding set the entire doorway on fire.
Okay.
So the dogs can't get inside, but we have also now trapped the fucker inside here with us.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, so you see outside the fire, the dog you've been talking to suddenly goes up. "Now, hang on a second. This here is in violations of the rules of engagement as set forward by Bartholomew and Bane in the ancient days of animal coexistence."
Oh, then we have to stop. Hey, gang, we gotta stop. This is against the rules.
Just 5 more minutes. And Whiskers is going to run from having tripped the guy and look for a spare nugget of the plant material close by.
We do know that Basil has dropped one that was on the stairs. So that's where that's the only one Basil has gotten out of the bag right now. And so it's currently sitting on the steps.
Okay, so Whiskers will run up the steps, grab that in her teeth, run back down. Hopefully the fucker's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Run up onto his chest, and the next time he tries to shout, drop the nugget in his mouth.
Oh, I love this. Okay. I think this is going to be a sly because you're doing this slick, running around thing. Go ahead and it is going to be very dangerous though. So yeah.
I saved my advantage for a reason.
So I'm going to say it's difficult because you're trying to get on him and position it to exactly where it's going to drop. So, so it's going to be difficult. Actually, difficult is, I don't think it's near impossible, but I think it is very difficult.
And which am I rolling?
Sly.
Sly, okay.
Oh, bitch.
Okay, well, luckily
this is
saved my
advantage.
advantage.
Damn.
Fuck off. All right. Well, no. Oh no, I only got a 6.
Okay,
Wouldn't
so
work.
mark a point of danger.
Damn.
And with your sly, so this did not work. So he looks up and sees you doing this, and he reaches up and he grabs the nugget from your mouth, and he kind of like does with one hand, kind of shoos you aside off of him, and with the other hand, he chucks the nugget like across the room.
Okay, so before he can chuck the nugget across the room, I'm gonna do plant growth.
Okay.
And see if I can, just in the hopes I can get it to jam through his hand. Why not?
Okay, this is going to be a fierce roll, but because you're using your magic spell, I'm going to say it's just basic because you're using your magic for it.
Okay.
But it is also dangerous.
A good
Because
number.
it's magic.
It's a good number this time. Okay, this is a good number.
Yeah. No.
All right. Yeah. He got a 10. So was it a 9 or is it 10?
It was fierce.
It's fierce. Yeah.
Yeah.
10. Okay. Yeah. So So describe what it looks like as the nugget, like we'll say his hand is starting to open. The nugget is kind of like, but still against his skin. What does it look like when the plant growth happens?
So like because we've described it as a very particular plant that tends to have a lot of stems in it.
Yeah. It's sticky and icky.
It's both sticky and icky. And I'm going to go ahead and guess the halflings they don't like the best quality. We don't have time for this right now. So the stems are just going to like all jam through his hand like a bramble.
Okay.
And sort of like stick into him. You know?
I'm going to make it be, so the plant is growing already out of his hand, so it's growing too much for him to be able to throw it, so it's going to land near him regardless. I want you to make a second fierce to see if it actually stabs his hand, because that is a second attack, I think, what you're doing here.
Ooh.
Well, that'll be a 7.
Okay, and I had said that was basic because you're using your magic for it, so I'm going to allow this one. Yeah, so you won't take any more danger from this. It does, and he goes, ah! And he goes, bad kitty! Bad kitty, as it's going there. And then the dog outside goes, yeah, he's actually right. You seem to be a very well misbehaved cat. Hey. And then the other one behind, yeah, you hear the one next to him going, hey. That's all he's doing. The one of them seems to be able to like eloquently express his feelings and emotions. The other one's kind of going, hey.
One we cast, the other is just an extra.
Yeah. Well, no, he's saying hey, so he's going to get a day rate at least. But yeah.
Is that where the rabbits are, Charlie?
You know what it is? He's just standing there. Someone has ADR at a lesser rate going,
my
hey,
God.
hey.
It was just a featured extra, and then they got people.
Yeah.
Bump them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
All right, who wants to do something else? Yeah. So right now where you're at, this guy has gotten a little bit of weed in his hand poking through, and yeah.
My genius idea is still like trying to grab nuggets and like throw them into the fire that Ding has already created, but I don't know how close I am to that pouch that I left.
Okay. Yeah, you were kind of
because
behind
I feel
stairs.
I feel like they're
I'm
on
doing the
this
math
side
in my
of
head.
the stairs and I'm on this side of the stairs.
Let's just make it rolls. Do a quick roll. This is going to be dangerous to see if you're able to get to the nuggets.
That's a 10.
Okay. Yeah. Is your quick 0?
Actually, no, it's 12.
Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're able to get right to those nuggets. That's there. And now, are you trying to actually dig back into the bag to get more of them?
I think Basil might just go all the way, and as they're kind of sliding it over to the big fire, is if Whisker can, alerting Whisker to like grow, aim their grow plant magic power towards the satchel so that it just kind of explodes out as it's going towards this fiery doorway.
Okay. I think that is...
There's a lot happening.
Yeah, I think you need to make a clever to see if you're able to signal that for Whiskers. Whiskers, I think you need to make a quick to see if you're able to catch what Basil's doing before the nuggets burn away. I think the nuggets in the bag, if they burn away, are not going to be able to grow fast enough for what you're looking for.
6.
A 6. I did not say the difficulty, but I do think this is going to be. I was thinking challenging, so I think that one's going to fail.
Okay, that's fine.
Do I still need to roll for?
I think not because
I failed mine.
You didn't even get the note. You didn't even get the memo, so you don't even have a chance to react to the memo. You chuck the bag into the fire, and then you watch as the rest of the nuggets that are in the bag just burn away. And there's a little bit of a nice smell coming out of them, but that's about it.
Not enough.
Yeah.
I think Ding is seeing this and is just going to light the fucker's plant hand on fire.
Okay. Go ahead and make for me. This is going to be another fierce. At this point, I think you are getting to, I'm going to say challenging because of the danger rating.
Sure.
And also, he's mad now. Big mad.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Ding,
I
no.
rolled so a 2 in total, but that's my danger number.
Okay, I think with this being trapped, I think is what we're going to go with. I think since he's near where you were knocking things off of the mantle, I think as you fly over to try to burn this thing on fire, he grabs the trophy that was on the floor and he slams it down. So now you are stuck on the inside of this trophy. It's like it's just too heavy for you to knock.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm in a prison of my own design.
Yeah, and you guys see the trophy kind of like not unlike the toaster in Ghostbusters 2. It's kind of like bing, 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 dancing around, but it's like he doesn't have the strength to knock it over completely.
Right.
Like, it's the exact opposite gravity from when you were taking the heavy part and pushing it over. Now the heavy part is on the ground on top of him.
Can I do something else, or do you want to?
No, go.
Ding can see in the dark, but there's nothing to see.
Yeah,
in there.
you see
Right.
lots of cup around you.
Right. So I want to use my fire and basically rocket the cup off of me.
Okay,
Oh.
this is gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna say this is gonna be.
Okay.
This is gonna be quick because you're
It
trying to.
goes so bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be quick because you're trying to evade something. However, it is going to be near impossible because you are trying to make a rocket out of a thing that you're in.
Propulsion.
Well,
And by the way, it's definitely dangerous because you're using magic, but
definitely,
also yeah.
That's not so much like a rocket; it's more of just the initial explosion,
Yeah,
just to
just like-
ping it off. But yes, of course,
It's
yeah.
still near impossible.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least I have a 2 to begin with on this one. Come on,
Yeah.
Ding. Come on,
Come on,
Ding.
Ding. Ooh.
Oh my God! I got
you did
Okay.
just go by the skin of your teeth.
Okay, against all feasible physics, you are able to make enough heat that like this. Actually, I don't even think it's actually the spell that does it. I think that it's your confidence in yourself being able to do this, that when you do the fire, I think it melts the gold just a little bit. That there's like a structural integrity thing happening when the heat comes on, and before it singes your little bat fur, it topples over a little bit, and you're able to get out of it.
I fly up victoriously. I am Ding, and I can sing.
And then you see in that strange portal, that other bat is saying, I am Ding! And
No,
I
I am Ding.
All right. So what we're at right now, you have escaped your trophy prison. You have burned away most of your nugget weapons, but there is one single nugget that has been grown into a massive plant, and it is currently barbed through. You have made these like spiky things that have jutted through his hand, and his hand is now currently, he has the one free hand that he was using to trap you behind the trophy, but the other hand is currently being like wrapped up. We'll say it's almost like spike growth, where he's being wrapped up by it, and he can't move that hand. So what are you doing? And outside there are 2 dogs going, again, this is against all rules of law and order.
Yeah, this is going basically to plan. So Whiskers is going to jump on the fucker and try and climb up him to claw his eyes out.
Okay. I'm going to have this be a... what is this going to be? I think this is going to be a quick, because he is currently like kind of like shaking around on the floor. So it's like how well you can like kind of keep yourself stable.
Okay.
And I think the difficulty of this is going to be, it's dangerous. The difficulty is going to be I'm going to say it's challenging.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I got 3, so.
Okay, mark a point of danger. And also, because I made it dangerous and you got... What do you have right now, 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you try to do this, and all that happens is he like twists in a way where you fling off of him and like land on the ground, on your feet, of course. And of course, yeah. But that's where we're at right now. So this attempt did not work. Okay, so you have a point of danger. Anyone got anything else? He's not having a great day, but he, I think, starts to lift himself up off the ground, but he is still stuck to this plant that is like grown through, and like I think at this point he's like starting to take root in his house.
I'm just gonna fly right into his face and start scratching away.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and make a fierce roll for me. This is going to be, I'm going to say challenging, and it's also dangerous.
Fierce, okay. Oh no, I rolled a 1. I have a 2 in total, and my danger number is 3.
Oh gosh. Okay,
So
you
now it's
are in
4.
serious trouble.
Yeah.
And I think that with this danger roll, I think that he grabs from, I think if we're by the fireplace, I think he grabs with his free, sees you coming at him, he grabs with his free hand now like a poker. Oof. And when you fly at him, it is like bat baseball. It is like he hits this poker with you and you go flying. You are so disoriented and you slam into something, and then suddenly you're in a small dark place and you don't know where you are or how you got there. You are currently lost.
I'm gonna do a quick sing. I'm gonna do a quick. If it's dark, I can try to at least attempt to figure out where I am.
Okay. I think that when you landed, you heard like a real quick like, and then you're in this thing. You do this thing. I'm gonna have you use clever to see if you can understand where you're at.
11.
Okay. You're in some sort of small space. But there are things underneath you. It seems like the witch occasionally, when she gets those things that she brings in that have the words on them, sometimes she'll take things out of a package and then she'll put this thing in like a specific storage space, and she puts it there, and then eventually when that thing gets too full, she pours it all into a bag and takes it out to the street. So you are currently in a thing like that, and this one, unlike hers, seems to have a strange flippy flappy door on the top of it that you fell into. And so it's real dark where you are, and it's a really small space, but you feel like you are stuck in one of these item clothing droppers.
I'm going to try to fly straight up and out.
Okay, go ahead and make for me. I think this is going to be a fierce again to see if you can break out of this. Or actually, this might be quick, actually.
I'm actually better at quick, so that makes it, 5. I thought that was an 8. That's not. It's a 3. 5.
That's a 5. I think you flip up, and the little flippy door thing, like you pop out of it, and then it flips around, and then it knocks you right back into it, like a revolving door. You get knocked back into it again.
I think he might be some sort of sorcerer.
Yeah. So you are stuck there, and then he shouts something like to you, and he's like, "See, now if she had a regulation garbage can like that, maybe her house wouldn't smell so bad." And then that makes no sense to you at all, but it's something he shouts out. And does anybody else want to do anything?
Well, the frontal attack didn't work, so I'm going to sneak up behind him and go for the ankles.
Okay, go ahead and make for me a fierce, and again, this is a dangerous roll.
All right. 6.
6? Just a 6 total?
Yeah.
Mark a point of danger. He is going to swat at you now with this fireplace poker that he has in his hand. And I think you are not going to be, I don't want animals to get hurt. So you're not actually hurt by this, but I think that he pushes you in a way that you actually get knocked through that doorway. And so now you are outside with the dogs on the other side of the burning door. Like you kind of got like knocked up in the air and like went through the door and landed outside.
So yeah, I guess Whiskers will look at the dogs and go, "Hey, we can talk this out."
and the dog that seems to be a little intelligent says, "Under my authority as a deputized assistant to the Humans Home Owner Authority, I hereby place you under arrest, and I would like to ask you kindly to please step inside this here crate." And he motions to where the dog crate is, and he says, "This is a regulation space to put animals inside." And while you're doing that, the other dog is still going, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." Hey!
No.
Hey! Hey!
Eventually it'll stop.
But this is the best production value
It really
we've had
has
for a
been.
live
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He agrees.
At one point he goes, "Hey!" And then the leader goes, Now, Beauregard, you can go ahead and back on down. I got this handled here. You can just settle down." And Beauregard kind of goes, "Hey."
I'm a hound dog.
Yeah. Basil, what are you doing right now?
Let me just me versus fucker spatially wise.
I think you probably have had a chance to get back to wherever you want to be, because he's been really focused on knocking Ding
Right.
and Whiskers away. So you have your pick of the litter. Right
Well,
now.
I was wondering. My idea was that while he was, kind of flailing wildly, is if either I use myself because I could be a tripping hazard, or something else that I find in the way, because I know that other trophy's still on the ground, right? What I'm hoping to do is trip him enough that he falls on the trophy in a way where it just kind of,
Okay. Yeah. That's going to be a fierce roll, I think.
Oh, this is going to be terrible. I
think this, if you can make a case for a different skill, I will let you do it.
Well, I thought that maybe part of it might be like sly or quick, just because while he's focused on chaos in other areas, I'm trying to maneuver kind of like it's not supposed to be too apparent. I'm kind of going with the physics of what's already happening.
Yeah. Okay. I will let you do a quick, but it's going to be be difficult.
Sure. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6.
Okay. Mark
Yeah,
born in
no.
danger.
Meh.
All right. So, Ding, have you got anything? You're still in that trash can. What are you doing?
Ding takes a moment and Ding begins to hear a dissonant chord begin. And Ding says,
Here I am in this place after I flew into the fucker's face. But now it is time for Ding to find the strength and sing.
and I'm going to attempt to fly out again, but I want to psych myself up. Ding believes in himself right now. He's at his lowest. This is the low point. This is before Act 3 begins.
Okay. Oh, we're deep in Act 3 now. I'm going to say this is an evade roll, so it'll be quick, but I'm going to give you advantage because you added a song to it.
Thank you. What's the difficulty?
It's going to be challenging.
Okay.
Well, you got this, Ding.
So that'll be a 10 for the first one. And 10.
Okay,
we'll take the 10.
Yeah, I think at 10, I think you now have figured out the physics of how this thing flips around. So you actually now, because of your 10, you flip up with it, but you pause at exactly the exact right time that it actually trebuchets you kind of across the room and into the face of the fucker.
And as I am flying, I would like to make a flame again and turn myself basically into a flying fire bat of, of destruction. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the flying fire bat of destruction. Of course, one of the 7 stages of destruction. Whew. All right, that was
Ding.
scary. Let's not put a glass that within swinging hand reach of Riley. Okay, Dan, I'm going to have you this is going to be a fierce, because you're trying to fly right into somebody's face with fire, but I am going to make it it's basic, because you are basically just a ball. You're goodness gracious, you're a great ball of fire.
All right, come on. Let's dice magic.
Ding, ding. He's our man. If he can't...
He can't do it. He got a 4.
I think you're going to go flying right past his face.
Can I still be on fire when that happens?
100% you
That's
are.
hilarious.
I don't know how you wouldn't be.
Great. Can I catch the building on fire?
Oh, it's already. I was getting ready to say it's already starting to catch on fire.
Yeah,
So the building is starting to catch on fire. The doorway's already been on fire, and you are definitely catching that this house is on fire, and it is getting worse and worse. So outside, you definitely notice, Whiskers, that there are some gnomes starting to gather outside.
Well, the gnomes can't understand me, but the dogs can. Hey.
Unless our one gnome friend showed up. Because remember, he did cast speak.
I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Your boss is dying. This is all Whisker says to the dog.
And the one dog goes, hey, 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 hey. And then he's going to just go ahead and turn around and try to run through the fire into the house. And like a good boy, he is going to like suddenly you see him like start to like somewhat scared move through the fire doorway, but he's dragging the fucker by the ankle and like pulling it. But also the fucker is still attached to the plant that's spiky. So he's like screaming in pain as this is happening because the dog is pulling him one way and the fire hand is pulling the other way. I think he eventually does get him out of the house with the help of the other dog, but you see this guy who is now pretty bloodied and terrified because his hand is being ripped apart, but also he's being pulled out of the house. But you see this like beanstalk of weed coming out of the doorway as well and starting to catch on fire, and the air is starting to smell like this pipe smoke.
Yeah, I think Whiskers at this point is like, I don't got to win, but he's got to lose. So Whiskers is just going to jump on this guy again, like in his weakened position, and just start clawing at his fucking face.
All right, go ahead and make a fierce roll for me. I'm only going to make this basic because he's having a bad day, so he's not exactly in the best shot to resist you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah, so you claw at his face, and he is starting to try to, like, he wants to, like, cover his face, but he can't because one of his hands is attached to this burning weed thing. So he's, like, screaming in pain, and you see the gnome starting to go, what has gotten into that cat? That cat does not seem to be very orderly right now.
Whiskers will turn to the dogs and go, keep pulling, you've almost got him.
And then the one dog goes, yes, it is our sworn duty under the authority of the homeowner authority to keep saving our lord.
You want to go?
Can we do a tag team?
Yeah. What's your idea?
From inside the burning house, I want to basically fly down and pick up Basil and fly us basically like if the doorway is on fire, I want to take us safely through the center part.
Yes. Yeah.
And I want to like basically like take you to where you need to go and rescue you from the house.
I'm going to give you an evade roll for this one, and I'm going to make it challenging only because you're carrying Basil.
I'm yes-anding you on that as
Yes,
well.
this is
But
quick.
we got to see if you actually carry me through before.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay.
So it's a 12. Okay. That's a
Excellent,
crit, yeah.
excellent. Now, Basil, you are safely carried through. What do you want to do once you start crossing this threshold?
So Basil is going to, like a good air pilot, yell at Ding as they're flying through the air. I need you to drop me right on his eye like a bomb.
Copy that. Rats away.
Ratatouille.
All right, so now I want you to make I'm going to say, this feels like dealer's choice. What stat do you think represents what you're trying to do here?
The highest one.
Make it make sense in character, but
I think quick, because I would imagine that this is pretty fast maneuvering.
Fair. Yeah.
Come on, baby. 9.
I'm gonna say a 9. Yeah, I did not set difficulty, but 9 feels like this is happening. It's not that hard to fall straight down onto someone's face. So
This is true.
You when he's not trying to stop you, but dice has proven us wrong.
Dice have proven us wrong.
But I think you're landing on his face. So I think the two of you right now have his face pretty well. Like you're on his forehead.
Right.
You are on like his chin, and like so that's where you're at right now with it. Meanwhile, a bunch of gnomes are starting to go, I don't think this is something we should be watching have happen. This feels like something that's going to scar us for the rest of our lives. And we're going to have a lot of therapy needs for this one.
I actually want to chase them away by trying to fly. I want to basically knock over their hats so they think that I'm getting in their hair.
Oh, no.
But basically, I want them to vamoose quickly.
All right, this is going to be a clever roll then because you're interacting with humans in a way.
Okay.
Come on, Ding. Oh, buddy.
Well, that's a 3.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think, and I should have said this was dangerous, but this feels dangerous. I think the same thing happens. I think one of them grabs his hat and pops you under his hat, so you are currently being contained by a gnome hat.
How does this keep happening to me?
And the gnome is going to say, "Now, sorry, friend. Now, the Lord of Lawns is just the Lord does not cotton to that sort of violent behavior. The one thing I know about the Lord is that he does not care for any sort of violence, and he will definitely rain down vengeance." Okay, go ahead and make a. You know what? I'm not gonna make it roll. You are a burning hat. You're a bat that has fire. It's a gnome's hat. It's gonna catch on fire.
I just love it. He's like talking about his religious thing, and this thing just bursts into flame.
Yeah.
Oh no! Hell!
And he's gonna go, now see, the anti-Lord is so angry, he's lighting this on fire already. Here's the mark of the beast as it burns things down. Okay.
as Basil kind of hears this.
My voice became your voice instead of his voice in the middle of that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. As Basil hears this kind of cacophony of chaos, I believe he wants to add to it and is going to yell at the gnomes, "Run!"
Okay, yeah, I think go ahead and make it's gonna be a very low. It's gonna be a simple clever roll.
That's a 9.
Yeah, so the gnomes suddenly hear this rat just go, run! In that voice. And they do, because at this point they feel like they're going to suffer righteous retribution if they don't.
Like what they see is just this rat, just like, it's almost like slow-mo, just like turn and look at them while on this guy's face and just like just slow-mo run.
And as they're running away, you hear the one that was talking to you earlier go, I don't think I should have told those guys where the HOA man was. They're going away. They run away. So right now you have started burning the house down. The dogs are still kind of pulling at their lord, at their man, and you are on his face still. What are you doing?
Can I take me an eyeball?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'm going to take me one of these
I think
eyeballs.
this point you got that cat claw. You guys, not like plucking a fish from the water. Yeah. I think. Go ahead and make for me a fierce roll, but it's going to be basic.
Okay. Hey, nothing I do is basic.
Fair. Okay, fine. It's difficult.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, I got a 7.
Oh, so maybe you should be happy that I said it was basic now.
I actually think basic is great.
Yeah.
Vanilla's delicious.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you just go, boop, and you hear this guy suddenly start going, as his eye gets pulled out, and then you hear that dog go, now, sir, I need to let you know that it is unbecoming of an officer of the court to behave in such a drastically way. You need to be more regulation in your behavior.
As a cat, I'm gonna just sit my whole body on his face, on his mouth, just to like stuff my little cat butt in his mouth.
Yeah.
And get the other eyeball.
Yes.
Yeah, make a fierce roll for me. And I'm going to make this one a little more difficult. This is going to be challenging because you're both trying to suffocate him and I gouge him at the same time.
Hey, no, basic is fine.
Okay. This is challenging.
I only got a 5 on that
Okay.
one, so.
I'm gonna let you. Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, he's squirming around so much that you're not able to position yourself on him. I'm not gonna say it's dangerous because he's freaking out, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. We have one of the eyes.
Since I am also kind of face region, I'm gonna go for the other eye with the big teeth.
Okay, that's gonna be a fierce.
Ooh, I don't have a lot, but it's gonna be
This
okay.
is gonna be basic. You got a 10. All right, with a 10, it's perfect. You just go, and then you do it, and now he's really screaming like crazy, and yeah.
Basil just takes his 2 little rat paws and like kind of goes on either sides of the eye socket as much as he can and kind of pushes down a little bit, and it's like a.
Oh yeah. Oh god. So now he's screaming in agony, and the dogs are actually chiding him for his inability to behave according to the decorum of an officer.
So has the hat burned enough that like I don't need to escape from
you're
it
fine.
anymore? Okay,
You're fine.
So I'm going to fly up and I'm going to bite the fucker because I have rabies.
Well,
Wow.
I'm sorry about your lot in life, but yeah, go ahead and bite him. Go ahead and make a fierce roll for me.
Because we do have to kill
Yeah,
him
we do have to
also.
kill
Yeah,
him.
but we're
Yeah,
also
we
gonna have
can't
to
just
kill
bring
you
back
now.
the eyeballs.
You're also going to die.
For the cause.
Ooh, Savian.
So it's a 8 in total.
Okay, yeah, you bite him, and he now has rabies. And do you tell the dogs this?
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't want to get a bit of this, you better back the fuck up.
No, the leader of the dogs goes, well, if he is rabid, there's only one solution to this matter. And then the dog, he goes, we have to put him down. And so the dog bites into this guy's throat and to take him out.
I was just kidding. I didn't really have rabies.
How dare you, sir? I shall put in a form for your immediate punishment.
Yeah, eat a butt.
I shall do that later on my own time, sir. I am currently on duty.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were off. Yeah. Eat a butt on your own time. Yeah.
Okay, good. And with that, you are able to take off running
I
towards
can't
the
fucking
hut.
believe we turned that around, folks. I really, wow.
Woo! Well, it turns out when the goal is everything should go to hell, it's fantastically easy to make it happen.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So you run back to the hut. And you are able to, as you said earlier, drop the fucker's eyes in the mouth of the witch. And as a result, you see this glowing, like natural, like energy start to form around her in a healing thing. And you see that sharp, pointy thing push itself back out of her chest, and her chest heals in front of you as she wakes up and she looks at you all and she says, "That fucker killed me, didn't he?"
Hey, I'm out of food.
And that's where we're going to end the adventure. Oh, so perfect. And thank you all for playing in our The Witch's Day. Yeah, because this one went a little over an hour of recording, but I know we're going to cut some stuff out of it. But yeah.
No, you're fine.
So I was like, I got to land this plane. All right. But yeah, that was very fun. Yeah.